guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Blue Point TV, where we talk about football and football-related stories. Okay, guys, let's just talk about the game between Tottenham and Chelsea. We just have match preview on the game. Now, for me, it will be interesting to see how this game will go. I think the game will be a difficult game for Chelsea, honestly, because of how good this Tottenham side have been this season. This Tottenham side, for me, they are one of the best, if not the best team this season in terms of how they are performing and also result. They have been very, very good this season, and they are up there in the league. So it will be a difficult game for Chelsea. And Chelsea are playing, and Tottenham are playing at home. So that's another advantage for them. But then there are some Chelsea fans that believe that still Chelsea can still, maybe win Tottenham. Now for me, I'm not sure of that. I'm not sure if Chelsea can win this Tottenham team, knowing that this Tottenham team have been very good defensively as well. I think they are solid defensively. Their two central defenders are doing very, very well against a Chelsea attack that, as long as I'm concerned, this Chelsea attack is not it. They're not clinical enough. They can't score goals. So sometimes you'll be wondering, where would the goals come from against this Tottenham side? But at the same time, when two big teams are meeting, there's no way you overlook the other team, even if they are not in their best form. So it will be interesting to see how the game will go. Another thing is we shouldn't forget that Pochettino will be coming back to Tottenham, playing against Tottenham. Of course, as we know, he is, or he was a former Tottenham coach. So it will be interesting to see how he will approach this game, knowing that he's playing against his former team. And I also think he should, have some pride in terms of making sure that he will not lose this game, or he will not be embarrassed playing against his former side, And then, let's just talk about how I feel like this game, the managers will approach the game. Now we know that Pochettino likes to control game. He likes to control the game. He wants to control the ball possession, and he likes to press. And the same thing with Ange. Ange likes to control the game. He wants to get the ball possession. He likes to press. So it is good that Chelsea will be meeting a Tottenham side that likes to press, that doesn't like to sit back and defend. Because for me, this Chelsea team, they struggle a lot if they are playing against defensive team. They struggle a lot if they are playing against teams that just want to sit back. They struggle against those kind of teams. But if they are playing against teams that wants to play football, wants to, press, want to come out and play, that's where I feel like you will see the best from this Chelsea side, because there will be space in behind where they will run into, where the attacking players will run into and then create some chances. But at the same time, it's not about creating chances, it's about taking the chances. We'll know. For me, I feel like this Chelsea team will create chances against the Tottenham side. I think they will create chances against the Tottenham side. But what I'm not sure of is if they can take the chances, because the Chelsea attacking players are not clinical enough. It is clear that they are not clinical. And that's the reason why Chelsea are struggling, because they don't score goals. And you know in football, if you don't score goals, there's no way you win games. If you don't score, there's no way you go win. So you have to score for you to win. And this Chelsea team, they are struggling to score goals. And let's be honest, the Tottenham team defensively, they have been good as well. Their goalkeeper, I think for me, is one of the best goalkeepers in the league so far. Their two central defenders are doing very, very well. So it will be interesting to see how Nicholas Jackson will perform in this game, because I think Poch will start him. I'll be surprised if Poch do not start with Nicholas Jackson, because some of the Chelsea fans are feeling like it will be better that Poch go with the same front line that he went with against Arsenal. Now, like I said, I'll be surprised if Poch do not go with or start with Nicholas Jackson as the number 9. Now, for me, Nicholas Jackson has been disappointing this season. For me, as long as I'm concerned, he has been disappointing. He hasn't been good at all for me. His decision making is not good enough. He's not clinical enough as a striker. He doesn't make the right movement inside the box. So he has been very, very poor for Chelsea. While for Tottenham, I feel like that if their attacking players have been good. Not all of them. For me, I think the Brazilian, what's his name, Richarlison, he has been poor for me, this season in Tottenham. But then we know that they have other players that can score goals. Son is very much clinical as an attacking player. For me, he's one of the most clinical player in the league. James Madison has been very good for Tottenham, scoring goals, giving assists. And even Kulusevski, all of these players are scoring goals. So there are goals in the Tottenham side. The midfield have goals. The front line have goals. So they themselves will create chances against this Chelsea side. And in these two teams, which of the team that people can trust to say if they have the chance, they will take is the Tottenham side because they have shown that they can score goals. you know. But the Chelsea team, it is clear that they are struggling to score goals. It is clear that they are struggling to score goals. So it will be interesting to see how the game will go. It will be interesting to see how the game will go. Now, for me, I don't want to predict to say, I don't want to give scoreline. I just want Chelsea to perform well and get something from this game because for me, this game will be difficult for Chelsea. I honestly do. I think it will be difficult for Chelsea because if you want to compare the two teams, Tottenham have been a very much better team than Chelsea. Now, in terms of which of the team that will control the game, I feel like it would be, it will be sometimes Chelsea will control, sometimes Tottenham will control because I feel like these two teams have some, like their midfield is good. Tottenham have some very good midfielders, just as well Chelsea have good midfielders. So I think sometime Chelsea will have their moment, and then sometime Tottenham will have their moment. But it depends which of the team will take their moment, because the moment will come for this both side, for the two sides. I think the chances will come, but then which of the team that people will trust to take their chances is Tottenham because they have been doing it this season, and then Chelsea have been struggling to score goals. And for the Tottenham side, their midfield, there are goals in the midfield, there are goals in the front line. For Chelsea, for me, as long as I'm concerned, the midfield, there's no goals in the midfield. The only player in the midfield that can score goals, which we've seen, is Conor Gallagher. But he hasn't done it this season. Enzo Fernandez hasn't scored for Chelsea at all. He has had some chances, which he has missed. So Enzo Fernandez, in terms of scoring goals, I think he's not a good scoring midfielder. I think it's more of controlling the tempo of the game. So I think every team need one or two midfielders that can score goals. So that sometimes if the attacking players, if the forward line players are not doing it, sometimes that attacking midfielder that can score goals will do it. That's why sometimes you see in Manchester United, you see Bruno Fernandes sometimes will just pop up and score goals because he can score goals. So I don't think Chelsea have that kind of midfielder just yet. So yeah, it's interesting to see how this game will go. So yeah, I just hope Chelsea get something from this game because they need points. Chelsea need points. They have to start winning games anyhow. Just win games because there's no time. Even if people are saying it's just 10 games, it's just 11 games. Before you know, it's just 20 games. But then, yeah, it will be interesting to see how the game will go. So your thoughts and your opinion on this one. Do you think Chelsea have a chance in this game against Tottenham? We shouldn't forget Tottenham playing at home. Do you think Chelsea have a chance? Because for me, I don't know. I think it will be a difficult game for Chelsea. Yeah, your thoughts and your opinion on the game. And guys, please, if you're watching the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel Blue Point TV. Subscribe to the channel and also like the video. It's very important. When you like the video, it helps to spread the content. And also, we're also on Facebook. Please follow the channel Blue Point TV. Like and share the video. It's really important. Thank you guys. Well, I see you again. Stay safe.